T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Alright, so now we should be live. Hopefully everyone can hear me alright, let me know if you can't. That introduction was because I did it for when we was going to start doing Warzone streams, because I have a pink beanie, so that's why that was there. So welcome to the stream, everybody. 180 viewers, which is definitely by far the most amount of viewers I've had on a stream, so I appreciate it. We'll just let a few people come in the stream, make sure the audio and everything's working fine, and then we'll proceed into just talking about the future of Call of Duty, answering some questions, and yeah, doing a little bit of speculation as well. Reverse boost is lit. Yeah, so first of all, the gameplay in the background is a total of 10 double nuclears in reverse boosted lobbies. I know there's a lot of people who care about going against noobs for some reason, but you know, this is how I have fun, reverse boosting, wrecking on people. So yeah. So let me know if the audio's okay. It seems like it's fine. Yeah, Shot's been sub since 2015. Yeah, man, I remember you in the old comments. Yeah, everything's good. All right, cool. So first of all, let's do a little bit of a disclaimer, because there's probably certain people watching this stream. What I'm going to say is that all of this is speculation, and none of it is, of course, confirmed information by Activision or any of the developers, and all of this information is under fair use. So we'll just get that out of the way straight away, and we'll get to answering some questions and stuff like that. First of all, what I will say as well is that there is a COD dump of leaks that I do have. However, because of the way that the world is at the moment with COVID, you know, the pandemic, there's a little thing going around at the moment with a virus. Because of that, a lot of the things that I would like to talk about can't be talked about, because I have a reputation to maintain, and I necessarily don't want to say that X thing is coming out on X date when you know, with the current circumstances, basically it could all change. We've seen that with Black Ops Cold War, the reveal and stuff like that, and Warzone, the integration of that as well. So I'm going to refrain from talking about dates as much as possible, and some information I'm not just going to talk about as well, just to, like I said, maintain the reputation that I've got in the Call of Duty community. We don't care if the dates change. Dates don't matter. Yeah, I mean, the dates do matter, because I don't want to necessarily say something is going to happen and then people are waiting 2 or 3 years, and then I don't think you guys understand that every time I log into Twitter, I have at least 20, 30, maybe even 40 direct messages asking me questions about this, that and the other, and sometimes some of the DMs are pretty hateful because of the things that usually are said within the COD community. I mean, you guys know how the community is, and I just can't be bothered with dealing with that stuff. As the information comes, I'll talk about it more then. For example, one of the things that I want to talk about is the next Call of Duty title. However, at this particular moment in time, I don't necessarily know what the title is, because that information just hasn't been given to me yet. It could be Advanced Warfare 2, it could be Modern Warfare 2, it could be Call of Duty World War 2 sequel, it could be what else is there? Advanced Warfare 2. There's a World War 3 rumour going around at the moment. I don't think it's the World War 3 rumour from what I've been told, but the Advanced Warfare 2 and World War 2 sequel, they are somewhat plausible. What I will say is that the integration that happened with Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare is also going to happen this time around as well. So, as I talked about a few months ago, when a lot of people were saying what I was saying was complete bullshit, and it turned out to be true, I said that Warzone will have the integration of both Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare, giving a total of well over 100 guns after Black Ops Cold War has concluded. I think there's 94 weapons in Warzone at the moment, with both Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War. That's going to go well over 100, and then of course when this next game happens, there's going to be even more weapons coming to Warzone. I'm not entirely sure how they're going to deal with the file size, but that is definitely on the horizon as well. I'm just switching between mods and stuff on my computer to see which is the best one to see the chat live. "91 weapons." Yeah, well, 91, yeah, same. Hey Ryan, how's it going? I need to make you mod, man. There's quite a few people in the stream. But the chat is moving too fast. Did I do it? Yeah, there we go. Not talking about leaks, but you should upload more on your channel, man. Yeah, so the reason why I stopped YouTube very quickly before we get into some more COD stuff is just because there just wasn't any money in it for me. As stupid as that sounds, we just got a donation, I think. 199, the Lonely Gold. Thanks very much, man. I need to figure out how... I'm assuming you guys are hearing that, oh yeah, back twice now. And I'll check the message in a minute if I can. Just trying to... Streamlabs, is it? I appreciate that though, man. Thank you. Do you know who the developer is? Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer Games? So, the reason, if you follow me over on Twitter, the reason I tweeted that out is because it is probably 99% going to be Sledgehammer Games because of the development cycle. I know that there was a few comments saying that Sledgehammer Games wouldn't work on Infinity Ward haven't been working on the game for 1 year and 2 months because the Warzone post-launch content ended in September, it doesn't mean that they started before that. I mean, what you guys have got to remember is that there is a global pandemic going on, and a lot of their resources, a lot of Infinity Ward's resources was put into Warzone because of the success that the game was having. So that is I need to figure out how to check the messages of the donations, but I don't think that there is a message. No, okay, it's just a donation. Okay, cool. So yeah, a lot of resources was put into Warzone, a lot more than what people think. How the Call of Duty development cycle has been going on previously is that basically the 2-year development cycle, you had Infinity Ward and you had Treyarch Games. Treyarch and Infinity Ward had that 2 years to develop the game, the DLC, and everything else to do with the game, and then they had the next 2 years to then further on develop the next game that was like Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops 2 or whatever it would be. So this year it changed drastically because they had to work on Warzone and post-launch content for Modern Warfare because of the success of those games. Of course, the pandemic messed a lot of development time up. So if you think about it, even if those dates are off by a couple of months, Infinity Ward would only have 18 months to develop a Call of Duty game, and I just can't see it, especially when Sledgehammer Games have had over 2 years to develop the next Call of Duty title. I was told that it is basically a race between both developers. I'm trying to be careful what I say, but it's essentially a race between the developers. Whichever game is most completed is going to release this year, which of course is understandable. That's just how these things go, and I would say that Sledgehammer Games is essentially the game that will release. I'll be surprised if it isn't, and I would be very concerned if it isn't, because that would mean that we're having a Call of Duty game that has been developed in well under 2 years, which is pretty concerning, especially during a global pandemic when everybody's working from home. Yeah, that is a bit concerning. I missed a donation. 1 sec. Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer release. I'm not entirely sure on that. What I do know is that it has been under development and it was either near completion or it was completed, and for whatever reason they've just decided not to release it. Maybe that could have been something to do with the success of Warzone. Of course, there's a lot of problems going on with Warzone at the moment. I know that there is going to be understandably a lot of changes to some of the weapons, like the DMR, some changes there with some nerfs. But I'm not sure. Maybe I think that it could release before the next Call of Duty title if it was to release, or what they're going to do is probably just release Modern Warfare Campaign Remastered. And there was a little bit of a trickle that I got that they was planning some kind of remastered multiplayer trilogy, which could be cool, having the original Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 remastered as like a trilogy package. So maybe that's a possibility. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I don't want to get into so much minute detail that it basically ruins what would you say, the trust that I have in the community. Sorry, it's been a very, very long day. What engine will COD 2021 be on? It will be on, I believe it is their own engine. It's just a heavily modified engine like it is every single year, so it's got their own twist on it. It'll probably be a modified Modern Warfare engine, if I was to guess, because of the future integration with Warzone. So that would make the more sense to keep the fluidity between the engines. There isn't any innovation in the franchise. I mean, I would have to disagree because it is one of the most top-selling games of all time. They've obviously capitalized on trends with Warzone and stuff like that. Yeah, you could say that it's not innovative, but the game is where it is today because of innovation. Do I think there'll be a World War II again or in the future? I think Call of Duty World War II was a good game. I think it did alright numbers, if I remember off the top of my head. I think that we could see a World War II again. Or even a World War I. I think a World War I Call of Duty game would be really cool. There's a lot that they could do with a World War I Call of Duty game. It'd be cool to see like observation blimps in the distance, instead of a UAV and stuff like that. It'd be a very unique way. Zombies leaks. There's not really much that I can say about zombies. Of course, the next zombies map is during Season 2 of Black Ops Cold War, and then I believe after that there is 3 more maps. So I'm thinking off the top of my head, if there's 6 seasons, we're probably going to get one maybe halfway through Season 3, like the next one. I think what they're going to do this year is basically do 2 major updates during the seasons. So instead of a map coming out as soon as the season's released, it would come out halfway. League play is scheduled for this quarter, so between now and March. So we should get it like season 2 could be halfway through season 2, and then obviously if not, it'll be season 3. Like I said, I don't really want to comment on dates, but League play, I was told, is for Q1 2021. Hey Robbo, welcome to the stream, man. The free-to-play Call of Duty title by Sledgehammer Games. So, there was a few people on Twitter as well commenting this, and I'm not sure why, but a few people on Twitter said I was the one who leaked, or I've said that there's a free-to-play Call of Duty title coming out by Sledgehammer Games, but I haven't. And I just can't see it happening at the moment. Warzone was a tremendous success, but what they're going to do in the future is use Warzone to convert free players over to paid players like they did with Modern Warfare. A lot of people, and I mean possibly millions of people, converted from playing Warzone free to play to then buying the full game because of stuff like in-game challenges and stuff like that. I think the free to play thing by Sledgehammer Games is cancelled. Yeah, I mean, I heard rumours of it, but I never heard anything concrete on a free-to-play Sledgehammer Games. Maybe it's going to be, I mean, if there is one, it could be a little, third-person one, maybe? I'm not sure. There was a rumour that Modern Warfare 3 campaign remastered releases mid-January, early February. Do you have any info on that? I know that it is in the works. I'm not sure on a date. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm going to talk about quite a bit in this video, but I just don't want to comment on dates, just purely because of COVID affecting things and stuff like that. I mean, COVID has really fucked up, really fucked up development. Not with just Call of Duty, but with games in general. Skill-based matchmaking. What do you want to know about skill-based matchmaking? I can say with 100% confidence that the next Call of Duty title will have skill-based matchmaking. I think them rumours were more around when a lot of developers were releasing free games following Fortnite. Yeah, so this is what I mean. Like, I just don't think that Call of Duty will go to a free-to-play model simply because they can convert they can just convert free-to-play players from Warzone over to whichever game releases next. So the next Call of Duty game will also be integrated into Warzone, meaning that there's going to be like 150 weapons next, and then a whole load of balancing issues like we're seeing with Black Ops Cold War at the moment. Zombies Chronicles 2. I'm not entirely sure on a Zombies Chronicles 2. I think they are intending to remake the rest of the maps, but I'm not sure if that's going to be a DLC or if it's going to be... I always had the thought that they was going to release every single Zombies map as a separate game, essentially. And at one point there was thinking of doing like a Zombies campaign, and then I thought I really do think that's where they should have headed, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Like, that would have been phenomenal to see a Zombies only Call of Duty with a campaign. And then of course you've got all of the individual levels, and you could have done Easter eggs and stuff like that. That would have been cool. Dylan, thanks for the donation. Could not in this stream. Sorry, man. This is a Call of Duty stream. We'll talk about Battlefield though in the next couple of weeks. Do I know about the setting of the next Call of Duty title? No. And the reason for that is because I don't really get any information until around March. So I can't really comment on that. Of course, when the information does come forward, I'll talk about it in as much detail as possible. Like I said, in this stream, we're mainly doing a little bit of discussion, talking about it. But I think that Sledgehammer Games is going to do it. I'm 99% sure, because it just makes sense. They've had such a massive turnaround in terms of the overall studio. I mean, you guys are aware that they've employed over 150 new people, and the studio is basically a new studio at the moment, and that's been since August 2019. So by the time the next COD releases, that's over 2 years of development on a new Call of Duty title. Whereas Infinity Ward, like I said, the dates, the time frame that I put on the image on Twitter earlier today, I said that they started development on Infinity Ward's next Call of Duty title in September 2020. And if that's true, even if it's a few months out, it's still like maximum 1 year and 6 months of development time. Yes, there is other studios that can help, but it's still 18 months to not only develop campaign, possibly zombies, multiplayer, not only to develop those, but then to do a Warzone integration as well. That is not a lot of time, especially during a global pandemic. Could Modern Warfare 2 Remastered be released instead of a Sledgehammer game? I don't think so. I don't think that they will release a remaster instead of a brand new Call of Duty title. I just can't see it happening. I do apologise as well, guys, if I am missing some comments. Do you think they'll go back to Exo Movement? I think that it's a possibility. I'm not sure if they're going to do it so soon. I mean, the interesting thing about the Call of Duty community, and I do find it pretty funny. I mean, it is, of course, because of the development cycle that we have. We get a Call of Duty game now every single year. Well, I'm saying now, we've always had a Call of Duty game every single year. And the way that it works, especially during this 3-year development cycle, is that when the next developer comes after 3 years, or 2 years, because, you know, they're the next one after the 2-year cycle, blah, 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 blah. We always want to go back, like, there's so many comments at the moment saying Advanced Warfare was amazing, even World War II was amazing. There's so many comments saying that, and it is pretty hilarious. Warzone next gen version. I think that this year there is going to be some drastic changes to Warzone once the next Call of Duty title comes out. Because, well, I mean, I guess it depends on the sales of the next gen consoles, right? I mean, we're seeing there's still like shortages and stuff at the moment. But with this next integration, what you've got to remember is that maybe in 5 years, if this carries on, there's going to be 250 to 300 weapons in Warzone, which is just insanity. And, you know, obviously there needs to be space for those. Here come the donations. Here come the subscribers. Thanks for subscribing, guys. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed already, please do so. Of course, if I start to get more subscribers and more interest, I'll probably start uploading a lot more. So I appreciate that. Thanks, guys. Do I know anything about remasters, and how are you? I know that Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered is either complete or near completion, and I also know that they have been working on Modern Warfare 3 Remastered, the campaign. Like I said earlier, it's likely that we could get something in the middle of the development cycle to kind of boost player engagement up and stuff like that. If that is Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered, then it could be, it's a possibility. Or it could just be Modern Warfare Remastered campaign. We'll just have to see. I'm assuming that these subscriber notifications are going to get pretty boring pretty fast, but it is cool to see, so thank you very much, guys. Do I think that they will solve the enormous file sizes in future Call of Duties? I think that it's just something that they can't avoid, right? That's why they're offering you to download game modes individually now. I think it'll probably just get to the point where maybe you could just buy Call of Duty multiplayer, you know, get like a 20% discount or whatever. Maybe it just gets to that point. Imagine exos in Warzone. No, so I mean, even if exosuits did come back, it wouldn't go into Warzone. This is a little bit of a mistake that a lot of people are thinking about at the moment, is that whenever the next Call of Duty title releases, it's going to affect Warzone. What you've got to think about in terms of Warzone is that it's its own Call of Duty title. Oh, I was so close with dying there from that guy on this nuclear streak. But yeah, what you've got to remember is that Warzone is its own title. All they're going to do if there is exos in the next Call of Duty game is just add the weapons. I mean, it would be pretty mad if you had like the EM1 for Advanced Warfare in Warzone. But that's why I'm thinking maybe there isn't going to be a futuristic Call of Duty title like that, because it just wouldn't work, right? I think there's got to be a balance between all of the Call of Duty games over the course of the next couple of years, otherwise it just wouldn't make sense. Any Black Ops Cold War multiplayer maps that are coming remasters? Yes, so like I tweeted this out months ago. It was probably in October or something, and I tweeted out that, I've got to try and remember off the top of my head, that Nuketown, Jungle, Summit, and there was another firing range from Black Ops 1 would all be coming back as remasters. So far I've only had Nuketown, admittedly, and of course Raid from Black Ops 2, but those other 3 maps, Summit, Jungle and Firing Range, should be coming out, so I'm not sure when. Like I said, I don't want to talk about time frames, but yeah, we should see a lot more remasters. I think this game plays really well on Raid, and I think that they're probably gonna, like Standoff for example, or Slums from Black Ops 2, I'd love those maps, but just to come back in their original form like this, I think that when they remake old maps, if they change it with just a different design, it doesn't feel right, doesn't play well. Maybe that's just me though, who knows. Will they add the right shield in Cold War? I don't think so. At one point it was in the game, and then they removed it for some reason. Maybe just because of the Warzone integration, maybe, or I don't think Treyarch have ever added a right shield though. They added it I think it was it a right shield or a kill streak in Black Ops 2? When did they start development of Modern Warfare 2019? It was around September 2020. Like I said a few minutes ago, Warzone took a lot of resources out of Infinity Ward. And I mean a lot of resources. When do you expect the last 3 maps to be made? Zombies Chronicles 2. You said 3 more maps, and for some reason didn't mention Zombies Chronicles 2 until now. I'm not, honestly, dude. I'm not sure. I'm not sure when Zombies Chronicles 2 will release. I'm not sure how that would look like. I'm not sure if it'll be a separate DLC. Maybe they can incorporate it with Zombies Chronicles 1 and introduce all of the maps as a separate game or something. I'm not entirely sure. Is Infinity Ward making a second Modern Warfare for their next game? I believe they are. I mean, like, weirdly, like I kind of have a little bit of detail on what Infinity Ward are doing, but none on what Sledgehammer Games is doing. But I should get that over the course of the next couple of months. Any ideas on why Infinity Ward was unfinished? Do you mean in terms of why they carried on doing post-launch content? If you're asking for that, it's just because Warzone was such a success and they seen the conversion from free-to-play players on Warzone to the full game that they just had to put a lot more time into Warzone. The way that it worked previously with previous Call of Duty titles, especially during that 2-year development period between Treyarch and Infinity Ward, is that by the time those 2 years were up, they had completed the game and also all of the DLC. So Treyarch would have pretty much completed all of the DLC maps and zombies maps. But this year, of course, COVID, big changes, a lot of things have messed up, and with Infinity Ward as well, they had this massive popular Warzone free-to-play game that they needed to make content for. Blackout is never coming back, right? No. When this new map releases for Warzone, the current movement system is going to stay the same. It isn't going to be like Dirty Bomb, where it's like some crappy shield popping and stuff like that. It's going to stay. The core Warzone feel and experience is going to remain the same, even when the new map comes along. I'm not sure how it's going to look though. I mean, I was thinking this to myself, it's gonna look weird having like a Treyarch map on a Modern Warfare engine essentially, but we'll just have to see how that plays out. I mean, probably because of the delay is not only because of the pandemic, but probably because it's so hard to get right. That's what I would say on that. I have a question. When will you answer my question I had about Cold War? Well, I've missed that question. If you could re-ask it, that'd be great. Do you know if Treyarch will ever upgrade their game engine? I mean, it's been the same engine forever, right? They always say every single year it's a new engine or it's this and that, and then for some reason when the game releases, everyone then the developers come out and say, "Oh, it's not a new engine; it's a heavily modified engine," and it's just always been like that. I think they'll just carry on modifying it and fine-tuning it as much as they can. But I just can't see them doing a completely new engine. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe like Sledgehammer Games, for example, have gone for a new engine. So Zombies Chronicles 2 isn't cancelled. I wouldn't say it's cancelled. I would say that it's just on the back burner. It's not a major focus for the teams at the moment. I mean, when they release, or should I say, when they do release Zombies Chronicles 2, how will they go about it? Will they make it paid DLC when they've said to everyone that every DLC in Black Ops Cold War is free? Like, do they want to really put that much resources into that? I'm not sure. What happened to the Natch Zombies Survival map that was leaked before launch? I'm not sure. I never heard anything on that. Is there a possibility that Raven will become a main studio? I don't think so. I think that they're doing a phenomenal job at the moment supporting every other studio. I mean, Raven is just like the second studio to every other studio at the moment. It feels like, and they don't get a lot of props. I don't care if Zombies Chronicles is paid. Yeah, I mean, maybe not. But I mean, it's not for us to decide, right? Do the developers listen to the community? Yeah, of course they listen to the community, but there's certain things that they just can't do. I mean, that's it. Where do the other Zombies maps take place in? I'm not sure, dude. I'm not a Zombies guy. I don't really enjoy Zombies, so I've never really gone out of my way to ask for information on Zombies, so I do apologise for that. But I think the next one is Vietnam, right? I'm sure the Gaming Revolution has said that in the past. Like, the Gaming Revolution is... I'm sure he said he wasn't doing leaks anymore, but if he is still doing them, then he's the guy to go to for Zombies. Bro, you dropped a nuke. Yeah, so all of the gameplay in the background is double nukes. I get 2 nukes in every single game. There's 10 of them in total. Of course, I was reverse boosting. No news on an anti-cheat. I'm assuming you mean for Warzone. And I honestly, what I'm going to say about anti-cheat and Warzone is that I don't think they can do it. I think that they physically can't incorporate an anti-cheat, otherwise they would have done it by now. Do you think COD will ever experiment again with environmental destruction or enormous battles? I'm not sure. I think Battlefield is just that, right? I don't think they want to compete with Battlefield. It doesn't make sense. They would rather be an arcade shooter. Like, it makes no sense for them to do that. Is Activision aware of the skill-based matchmaking exploit? Yep. I'm not sure what they're going to do about it because they can't. I guess they could ban you from joining your friends. But I mean, then they're just screwing over everyone, right? Do you think Call of Duty 2021 has started QA testing? I would imagine so. I mean, the game is probably 60% done, 60-70% done. I mean, they start all that stuff well early. So you know more about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer release, but you can't. But because of COVID, you can't say much about it. Yeah, so I don't want to say any dates. I want to kind of refrain from saying as many dates as possible, because if I say that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is going to release in, I'm just saying this as a random month, but let's just say I say that it releases in April, and then April comes around, and then I get 50 DMs a day saying I'm a liar and blah blah blah. I mean, I don't really care about that stuff, but it's just annoying to see in the morning when you wake up that you've got 20 DMs and 18 of them are abusing you. But you say the next Battlefield is modern. Yes, the next Battlefield title is modern. I'm going to talk about that more probably in the next couple of weeks. We'll just have to see. Will map remakes come into Black Ops Cold War multiplayer? We've still got Firing Range, Summit, Jungle from Black Ops 1, those three from Black Ops 1, and then I think possibly Slums from Black Ops 2. And then I'd really like Standoff. I'd really like Standoff to come as a remaster, but as its original form. Do your classic intro and outro. I'll do the outro at the end of the stream, man. or if I make a future video, I probably will do it then. I probably can't even do it anymore, to be honest. Hey, what is going on, guys? And then I'll see you guys in the next video. There you go, man. Clip it, save it, set it as a ringtone. Please start making videos again. Yeah, I mean, I started my own social media agency, and when you're making like 6 figures and YouTube's making $100 a month, it's just like one of those things where you need to be like, right, I need to focus on this instead of this, but we'll see. Oh, this was so lucky with that guy running past. I mean, this is a new blobby, but we'll get the double nuke here again shortly. I used to be so hyped watching your old videos in Black Ops 3. Which videos, man? I can't even remember what I made. No motivation to do it. Yeah, exactly, man. Like, I'm not going to spend 3 or 4 hours of my day doing a video for $2. Just stupid. Will there be any other remasters besides Modern Warfare games? I think they will be, yeah. I think even maybe Treyarch's next turn could be incorporating a remaster. I think it's time, you know. I think it feels right. But I wouldn't want a Black Ops 1 remaster. I'd want a Black Ops 2 remaster. But then it won't be the same because they'll have heavy skill-based matchmaking and spawn protection. But I think they will do it. Will Call of Duty 2021 be on the PS4? Yeah, I think this one is on the PS4 and the Xbox One, and then the next one after that is probably going to be the PS5 and Series X and PC and Nintendo Switch. No, I'm joking on that, but yeah. World at War remaster, yeah, I completely forgot about World at War, to be honest. But I don't know. I think World at War is too basic. I think World at War is only going to bring in people for the nostalgia, and then you're going to play it, and then maybe it's not going to be as fun. I don't know. I'm sure. Did I show this gameplay before? Nah. Oh well. Do you know how many multiplayer maps are expected for Season 2 in Black Ops Cold War? I think we're just going to get 2 or 3 every season. Yeah, I know, it's going to be... Yeah, if we get 2 every season, that's going to get so boring. Yeah, I think it's only going to be 2 or 3 every season. Unfortunately. They've just not had the time, let's be honest. They've just not had the time to do it. Has Treyarch started development on Call of Duty 2023? I'm not sure. I mean, they should have. They should have started it. But then again, David Von der Heyer is in a camper van in the middle of the desert, riding his bicycle, so who knows. Maybe they're just waiting for all this COVID crap to ease a bit. Call of Duty 2021 World War 3. I'm not sure on the setting, dude. I said this at the beginning of the stream, but I'm not entirely sure on the setting. And I usually get stuff like I usually get really specific info on COD games around about March, maybe late February, March. Wasn't Advanced Warfare 2 already made? No, that was Infinite Warfare. What setting is more likely past modern or future for this year's COD? I'd say it's either going to be like if so entirely speculation. If I was to guess, what's the next? You can see I reverse boosted against there, just chilling, and then we'll leave on them. Holy crap! But if I was to guess on the setting of the next title, I would say it's probably going to be past or modern. Because of the Warzone integrations that are going to keep happening, I think that World War II weapons would work in Warzone, but if you're having laser guns and stuff shooting across the map in Warzone, that's just not going to work. Is skill-based matchmaking going to be toned down? No. They ain't changing shit, dude. They ain't changing anything. If you're not subscribed as well, guys, please do drop a subscribe. That would be appreciated. And of course, you can check the description. There's a little donate link if you want to, support. I think the reason behind the stream was because I was pretty bored of just tweeting everything out, and then YouTubers and websites just ripping it and making money off it. It's weird because I know that I'm gaining exposure, but it's not the same as it, let's be honest. I mean, you don't have to donate, I'm just saying it's there. But that's the reason behind this stream, and I might do this more often. Or I might just start making videos again. I mean, it's not hard to slap a gameplay up and just talk for 10 minutes and make enough to buy a Big Mac or whatever. Have you had any League Play leaks? League Play is... So like I said, I don't really want to talk about time frames, but League Play is scheduled for Q1. So that's between Jan and March. So we should see it Season 2, maybe halfway through Season 2. If not, then the beginning of Season 3. Then if not, then who knows? Maybe I'll have more information closer to the time. Who the fuck knows? We've only gained 25 subscribers this stream, which is terrible, man. There's 378 people watching. I guarantee that all of you are not subscribed, so please subscribe. When we get to 100k subs, I might do a special. I might just fucking just say everything that I know. Get a strike on the channel at 100k. Boom. It's not a bad idea him making his own website, but he'll need someone to write up articles for him. So I do have my own website. It's called keytogaming.com. But yeah, the issue is that I don't have writers. And I don't have the money to hire writers unless it's like $5 an article or whatever. But I mean, we could easily get I really do believe that we could get a website to like 1 million UVs, unique visitors per month, pretty rapidly. Tom, are you rich? No. I wish I was. Do you think Call of Duty will be around by 2030? Yeah. It'll be around forever, dude. They'll just milk it until... Like, as much... Like, we're such a small part of the Call of Duty player base that as much as we talk shit about the game, it literally sells millions and millions and millions of copies every single year. Is the attack dogs or K9 unit coming to Cold Wars? Yeah, so this was another rumour that I seen on Twitter. Like I said, I never tweeted about this or anything. But I think that it was in the game files at some point, so maybe it's going to release. Maybe they're going to drop a kill streak every single season, and maybe the K9 unit's next. But the problem that I've got is that the spawn protection just makes kill streaks useless. Like, your dog's gonna kill someone, run to the spawn. Spawn protection is gonna mean that your dog can't kill them, and then they're gonna run halfway across the map to find a new player, and then by the time they've done that, the kill streak's over. So it's a bit stupid. Did you see that your Twitter account was removed? Oh, really? It's still up, dude. I mean, if it does get removed, that's the third Twitter account I've had deleted. But it won't get removed. I mean, technically, what I've put is speculation. Hey, Luke, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. We're still only gained 25 subscribers. This is ludicrous, guys. Do I know anything about the CDL? No, I don't know anything about that. Unfortunately, man. That's not my area of expertise, and if I did comment on it, I'm associated with a CDL team, so I don't really want to comment on that. Is this reverse boosted gameplay? Yeah, so this gameplay and all the gameplays that you're watching, in total I've got 10 double nukes. So two nukes in one game is what the gameplay is in the background. And there's another nuke. And then, like, yeah, you can see... Yeah, I mean, I want to have fun. This is how I was having fun, so I just thought it would be a gameplay, I guess appropriate gameplay to watch in the background as we talk about stuff like skill-based matchmaking. Let's get to 100k for those leaks. Yeah, boy. I don't think the donation alerts are working anymore. Maybe I do have more than 25 subs, but it's not working. Oh, that was a test donation. Imagine if that was true. God damn it, John. Right, yeah, so it does work. Okay, cool. When's the next Modern Warfare 2019 update coming out? I'm not sure, dude. I don't think they're doing any more seasons. I'm going to assume the next Infinity Ward and Triac games will be Modern Warfare and Black Ops games. Yeah, it's like we've gone back to the mid-2000s. Not 2000s, 2010s. It's like they just realised that Modern Warfare and Black Ops brands sell. Even though Black Ops Cold War isn't doing as well as initially thought, it is doing alright. And you got to remember that there is a pandemic going around. Please talk about everything you can say about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. All that I can say, dude, is that it's close to being done, or that it is done, and that I'm not sure when it's going to come out. Like, it's just on the back burner at the moment. It might come out halfway through this year to rejuvenate the player base. It might never come out. I just don't know. We need COD Ghost 2, the story was so good. Yeah, to be honest, I would love to see COD Ghost 2. But I wasn't that... I mean, I probably speak for... Well, like I said, the weird thing about the COD community is that after a few years, we always think that Call of Duty title was good. But I just didn't like Ghost 2 multiplayer. And I think that a lot of people didn't like it. Like the colour palette, like the grey colours, and just the maps in general. I just don't think that it was a good title, to be honest. Didn't COD Ghost campaign end on an open storyline? Yeah, it ended with, was it Rock or whatever it was called, like dragging you somewhere or something. Do I know if Infinite Warfare 2 will ever be made? Yeah, I don't think you're seeing Infinite Warfare 2. I think that Advanced Warfare 2 is possible. But, like I said, with the Warzone integrations, I just can't see it happening at the moment. I mean, it would be pretty wild to see an EM1 rifle laser shoot across the Warzone map. You from the UK? Yeah, Phil. Yeah. They should say they can't make an anti-cheat rather than be silent. Yeah, I agree, but then it's just admitting that they've failed, so they won't do that. Infinity Ward's colour palette back then was washed out. Yeah. Even Modern Warfare 3 was really greyed out, wasn't it? Rock started dragging our main character to the same place who's tortured and brainwashed. Yeah, that was it, yeah. Any news about the back-end systems like engagement matchmaking? No. What I was going to do, interestingly, about the whole skill-based matchmaking and engagement matchmaking stuff is that I've got an office for my agency, and we've got five high-end PCs. And what I was going to do is essentially just put it to the test and have 4 or 5 different accounts and just test out the matchmaking and do it for like a big video, but the data input, and then I've got to buy 5 Call of Duties, just wouldn't be worth it. I'm not spending £300 on buying Call of Duty games. I mean, someone paid for it, I'll do it, but, you know. Adrian said if COD 2021 is not World War 3, then it would just make sense to be Advanced Warfare 2, since that's the only game they have work done on, though. I mean, why couldn't they just start over with a new title? You know? I'm not sure, Morgan. We should get... So I think what we're going to get with every season is 2 or 3 multiplayer maps. A zombies map, depending on which season. So I think there's probably going to be one more season where there isn't a zombies map, and then every other season we should have a zombies map. So we'll get 2 to 3 multiplayer maps, a zombies map by one season, and then we should probably get 2 or 3 weapons, and then maybe a mid season update that will bring in, of course, zombies mods, Warzone mods, maybe another multiplayer map, and then a couple of new weapons. So like I said earlier, essentially seasons are different this time because there's going to be like a mid-season update that is more bigger than it was in Modern Warfare. So it's essentially like we're getting double the seasons because that's how the content rollout is currently planned. Will we ever see a Black Ops 2 remaster? I think that we will at some point, but I don't think that it's something that we're going to see in the next couple of years. I'd highly be surprised. Can it be a prequel to Advanced Warfare? Yeah, I guess it could. Yeah, good point. Have you heard anything about League play? Yeah, it was planned for Q1 of this year. So we could expect it during Season 2. If not, then probably Season 3. Don't know anything about the next Battlefield. I can only say at the moment that it is a modern Battlefield title. And I don't want to say much more on it at this moment in time. But I will soon, trust me. I think my sub thing's broken. I can't see subscribers. PC, you gonna answer my question? Sorry, man. The chat is rolling so fast. Will Cold War have any good maps in the future that aren't remasters? That is a good question. Sorry, man. The answer is I don't know. I mean, so the way that I think that COD is at the moment is that the maps are shit because of skill-based matchmaking. Now, hear me out. If you're a good player, if you've got a 1 KD or above, which is considered good, I think it's if you've got 1.2 or above, you're considered a really good player. But if you've got a 1.2 KD or above, which is probably the majority of people commenting on this video or involved in the community, you're gonna have a different experience to when older Call of Duty is released because of skill-based matchmaking. When I started reverse boosting, I had such a good time on maps like Garrison, Crossroads, even Armada. Trying to think of other maps. Even the Pines, the DLC map, Season 1 map. I fucking love that map. I think I got 2 double nukes that you'll probably see during this gameplay. I love that map. I think that the map design isn't that bad. It's just the way that skill-based matchmaking has affected how players are and stuff like that. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, then yeah. Well, nothing I can do, I guess. Do I like Eminem? I used to listen to Eminem quite a lot when I was a kid. I still listen to him here and there sometimes, but I wouldn't say like I'm a huge fan. But I do listen to him. Why do Activision keep skill-based matchmaking if lots hate it? Because it makes money. That's the only reason. That's why I disagree with people that agree with skill-based matchmaking, especially when they're in the community, because it doesn't benefit anyone apart from them. I understand that it does benefit the lower skilled players, especially those with disabilities, because they don't want to get pub stomped every game, but there should be a very, very small bracket for those players, and then that's it. If you're just bad at the game, then you need to play good players to get better. That's how I feel about skill-based matchmaking. I mean, everyone in this chat, everyone who's played Call of Duty was crap at one point, and you got better, and that's the way it is. It is what it is. How long has COD 2021 been in development? Well, it depends on who's developing the title. This is why I said that it's very likely to be Sledgehammer Games, because they've been working on the next COD title since August 2019. So by the time the game releases, that's 2 years and 3 months development time. If Infinity Ward have been developing it and it's their turn to release it, then they've only had 1 year, 2 months. Maybe 1 year, 6 months if you say that they've been doing a little bit of development before September 2020, which I doubt. Any Bioshock leaks? I'm probably going to start getting into more games, because I've been getting a lot of information about different games. I just don't release it because it doesn't, like, a lot of people are just not interested. Like GTA 6 and stuff like that. I should start leaking that, well, talking about that stuff. Not leaking, we don't do leaks, we just talk. What older maps will be returning to Cold War? We've got Summit, Jungle and Firing Range, and then I believe Slums from Black Ops 2. Infinity Ward doesn't use their whole team for post-launch support. Previously, the majority of the team would move over to the new COD 2 months after launch. Yeah, I agree, but there is a pandemic. There was Call of Duty Warzone, which was a massive success, and Warzone took out so much resources from Infinity Ward that you wouldn't believe me if I told you the numbers. So I mean, even if they started working on it in September 2020 is when I said they started working like full time. Even if they was working on it in the summer of 2020, there was a pandemic going on. They all got sent home. There was all of the, kerfuffle of that, and then they needed to do a lot of content for Warzone. Feasibly, it's just not feasible. If they release an Infinity Ward Call of Duty title this year, then I'd be very, very concerned for what the game will look like. I mean, everyone's annoyed that Black Ops Cold War only released with 8 multiplayer maps. Imagine only having 18 months to develop a COD title. Like, maximum 18 months. When's the new Zombies map Season 2? The beginning of Season 2. Did they expect Warzone to be much of a success as it is and was? Yeah, I think they did. I just don't think they anticipated how many free-to-play users would then buy the full game of Modern Warfare. So what they did is obviously incorporate like in-game challenges for Warzone, but it could be done easier and faster with multiplayer. So that's why probably a lot of people bought the full game. So I think the conversion rate was something they probably wasn't expecting. But isn't there quite a bit of unreleased content for Modern Warfare 2? Yeah, I think that we're probably still going to get some Modern Warfare content. But yeah. LOL, I meant the new Warzone map, not Zombies map. Sorry, I'm just trying to look back at comments. When When's the new Zombies map? Yeah, Season 2. The beginning of Season 2. I can't say IFB. Sorry, man. Yeah, Anthony, that's what I mean. I agree, man. Like, just skill-based matchmaking just doesn't belong in gaming, in my opinion. It just doesn't. I mean, and if you're going to give me an opportunity to exploit it, I'm going to do it, dude. I don't care what people say. Oh, but you're destroying people. It doesn't matter. They're going to have one bad game because the lobby's reset anyway. I mean, hopefully they've learned from the experience of how much of a beast I am. And then adapted and overcome. Will we get more score streaks? Yeah, I think we're going to get one every season. So I think there was 6 missing from the in-game files from when the game released, and I would imagine that those 6 are the 6 that we're going to get for it Black Ops Cold Wars life cycle. Like, probably we're going to get the dogs next because it was in the in-game files. A lot of people thought we was going to get it this time, but we're probably going to get the dogs next. And then we'll probably get stuff like the hand cannon, like the more fun score streaks, like the hand cannon, basically, you know, the specialist weapons from Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. How do you reverse boost? You just, for the method that I'm using is that you need to have 2 accounts, one with really bad stats and then your main account, and then you just basically find a game, and then as you're in the pre-game lobby, you join the session of that account. Do you think after this pandemic, Call of Duty will be better? I mean, it depends what you define as better. I think that the next title by Sledgehammer Games, if it is the title in 2021, I think that if Sledgehammer released their title in 2021, I think that Call of Duty title will be better than this one in terms of the amount of content that we get. But the community makes their own minds up of if it's better or not. I mean, of course, when the game releases, everyone's going to say it's not better because that's just the way the Call of Duty community is. We literally have YouTube channels dedicated to hating on Call of Duty. What other community has that? It's hilarious. And then when the next Call of Duty title comes out, those channels go back to this one and say, oh, it's a really good Call of Duty title. Yeah, AK, I can say that it's modern, and then that's all I can say at this moment in time until I get a bit more concrete info. What happened between Sledgehammer and Raven during Cold War's development? Well, I think, of course, you had the departure of Glenn Schofield and Michael Condrey, and just in general, the studio was like those communication issues, and just in general, it just wasn't working. So, I mean, probably the back and forth bickering and stuff like that, and Activision reviewed it and thought, yep, we're getting Triarch involved because you guys just don't know what you're doing. I mean, during that point, probably Triarch was working on whatever's going to be in 2023, right? So maybe they was working on Black Ops 5. That probably needs to be changed now to a different title because Black Ops 5 makes no sense if they release that. Well, I mean, as we're on the topic of Battlefield as well, what I'll talk about with Battlefield is that I'm not sure if it is going to be called Battlefield 6. That's what I'll say in regards to that. I'm not sure if it's going to be Bad Company 3, but maybe it's just going to be called Battlefield. Like, the term Battlefield 6 is being thrown about at the moment by a lot of YouTubers and websites because that's what brings in the views. But it doesn't necessarily mean that Battlefield 6 will be called Battlefield 6. I mean, that's why in all of my tweets I never call Battlefield 6 Battlefield 6. I always said the next Battlefield title. But we'll see. We should have a bit more information soon. I mean, the announcement will probably come in March or April. Can you explain the whole thing with Sledgehammer Games, Activision, and Treyarch? So, Sledgehammer Games and Raven were working on Black Ops Cold War or whatever the title was going to be, and then there was fallouts between the studios and Activision told Treyarch that they have to make the next Call of Duty title. That's basically the simple bit of it. Getting Minecraft leaks. Hey, Minecraft is fucking amazing, dude. I can sit and play that shit all day if I wanted. I mean, I can't because job and stuff, but, you know. There are 2 weapons in Modern Warfare. You can use them in survival only. Yeah, they'll probably come as DLC weapons. I like I said, I can't give time frames, dude. There's too much going on with COVID and whatever else is going on in the world at the moment. Tommy Previous has said this year that he's going to be full of 6v6 maps, but now you can say we're going to receive 2 maps each season. Yeah, 2 to 3 6v6 maps. Yeah, I mean, so by the end of Black Ops Cold War, that's what? How many have we got now? 10. So that's, if there's 5 more seasons, that's between 20 and 25 6v6 maps by the game's over, which is alright, if you ask me. Do I know anything about the CDL? No, I don't, sorry. I mean, because I'm associated with a CDL team as well in some capacity, I don't really want to comment on anything to do with the CDL. Call of Duty 2030 leaks. I wasn't going to say it, but fine. In 2030, there's going to be Infinite Warfare 2. I said it. Save the stream, bookmark it, and come back in 10 years. Was there ever a Blackout 2? No. The plan all along was for Warzone to be essentially the standalone Call of Duty title. That's how you should look at Warzone. Don't associate it with Modern Warfare, or Treyarch, or Sledgehammer Games. Warzone is its own title. Can you ever see a zombies mode happening in a future Modern Warfare game? I think, yeah, so I think that zombies has just become a staple of Call of Duty at this point, and probably every developer's going to have a stab at it at some point. I mean, I think Infinity Ward's the only one. Was there an Infinite Warfare Zombies? I can't remember, I didn't play that game. Will the engines ever be unified? I don't think so. They always want to modify it themselves and change it to their needs. So I don't think there'll ever be a unified engine. I'd say that the Infinity Ward and Treyarch engine are probably as unified as we're going to get. The Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War engine, sorry. Just because of how Warzone is. And then with Sledgehammer Games, that's going to be the same as well. Is Respawn Studios working on a new game? Do you mean a new Titanfall game? Extinction mode, yeah, that's it. Yeah, Extinction. crazy how many people we got asking for Battlefield news in a Call of Duty stream. It is pretty mental. Right, I'm just going to go to the toilet very, very quick, guys. I'll be 1 minute. I am back. Were you associated with a CDL team? Which one? Laughing my ass off. Guess. Well, obviously you know I'm from the UK, so you can probably guess which team. Any Titanfall related news? Yeah, there is a Titanfall in the works. Did you wash your hands, mate? I've always got hand sanitizer on my desk. Gotta get that COVID away. Cold War Zombies leaks. The next one is coming out at the beginning of season 2. That's all I can say. There is 3 more maps after that, so we should, after the next one, get a zombies map every season. Maybe one season won't have it, and it'll be like a big update or a big game mode or something, but we should get one every season, or maybe halfway through each season. What do you think Treyarch's next game will be? I'm not sure. So I think that Treyarch's next game, I don't want to say could be, but I will say should be. I think they should do World at War 2. I think that makes the more sense. Right? I don't know anything on PUBG, mate, sorry. I think World at War 2 makes the most sense, and I think that we're likely to get it if the next 2 Call of Duty titles are modern / future. I mean, Sledgehammer Games' title could be World War 2. It could be a World War 2 sequel or prequel, or maybe they could just go. Like, I would love to see a World War 1 Call of Duty game, because I just think that they could do a lot with it. Like, I just have this vision of seeing blimps, like observation blimps, instead of UAVs, and then you've got the behemoths, and you've got little tanks, and you've got flamethrowers, maybe gas, artillery. There's a lot they can do. I think that'd be cool, actually, as like a YouTube series to let us all design our own Call of Duty title. Like a World War 1 Call of Duty title. That'll be a very, very good... Why did I say that out loud? God damn it. Is Standoff map coming back? I'm not sure. I'd like it to. Standoff was great. Could we get a Civil War era COD? I just don't think it would work, to be honest. And a Halo Infinite leaks. What's on there? Because I commented on Battlefield and Titanfall, everyone thinks that I know about every single game. Damn it! I'm trying to ease myself into like doing different games. But no, not at the moment, man. Were you associated with a CDL team? Which one? Laughing my ass off. Well, I'm from the UK, so you can probably gather which team. Activision bosses in here do be like... Yeah. I know, that's why I'm trying to be careful with a lot of the stuff I'm saying. Any news on a potential free-to-play Battle Royale or Battlefield game from EA/DICE? No, not at the moment. FOV slider in Warzone / console versions. I'm not sure if they could do it, dude, with the engine. Why do you think that Warzone is going to get integrated with each new Call of Duty? I would prefer it to be a standalone game, that they add a couple of weapons, not a whole game. Because the conversion from free to play to paid with Warzone is astronomically high. It's something that they commented on during their earnings call, and it makes the most sense. So like the next title, if it is Sledgehammer Games, that would mean that every developer's had some kind of influence on Warzone, and there'll be like 150 to 200 weapons. I'm not sure on what the file size would be, but that would be cool, man. What's coming with Season 2? I think we've got 2 multiplayer 6v6 maps, a zombies map, 2 weapons, a score streak, which is likely to be the dogs. I'm not sure if it is or not, but because we've seen the leaks, the data mine leaks, it could be the dogs. And then there's going to be another mid-season update as well. Emo Cheesecake, I don't want to comment on any other games at the moment. This is a Call of Duty stream, my dude. Will the Warzone map ever be nuked? So that rumour has already been, like, it's already done, right? It was just a cinematic. Like, when they come out with the new Warzone map, I don't think they're gonna nuke Verdansk. I think they're just gonna... Well, obviously they're gonna change it somehow by incorporating it into the story or something, but Verdansk will probably come back. It happens with every Battle Royale. Like, they update it, no one likes the new map, and then they change it back. Is League play skill-based matchmaking going to be different from pub skill? I mean, they might as well just use the same system, right? Because it's like I'm playing fucking League play in normal lobbies anyway. I think League play is going to be similar to Black Ops 2 when it comes out. Dogs, what about the flamethrower? Well, I think that every season is going to have a score streak. The next one is likely to be the dogs, purely because we've seen that information in the in-game files. I'm not saying that it 100% is, but it makes the most sense. And then we will probably get to see some of the specialist weapons from Black Ops 3 coming into the game as score streaks, like the hand cannon and the flamethrower and stuff like that. When will the Modern Warfare 2 remastered physical copy be released? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure if it will be. Do you think Sledgehammer Games will rely on the Fog of War project for the next game, or was it stolen by Treyarch for Cold War? So I think it... So Sledgehammer Games still had... I think they still had a lot to do with the campaign of this game. So I think the campaign is what Fog of War was meant to be, if that makes sense. Obviously it's changed because of the characters and blah 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 blah, but I believe that's what it was meant to be. Will we ever get a third-person Call of Duty title? Nah, I doubt it, Jack. Unless it's like a third mode or whatever, I really do doubt it. If you aren't new, guys, as well, please hit that subscribe button. I'm not sure if I'm getting subscriber notifications anymore, so if you can hit subscribe, that'll be greatly appreciated. I do think it is broke, actually. Maybe I should download the app and find out. What about a virtual reality card? Nah. The virtual reality market is too small for Activision, I feel. With a game like Call of Duty, anyway. Advanced Warfare 2 this year? I'm not sure, dude. I have to give it a couple more months before I can get, you know, the info like that. Get that type of info, sucker. Right, so yeah, like it's showing that I've not had a subscriber for ages. If you have subscribed, can you just comment in the chat that you've just subscribed? How you doing, Tom? How was your holidays? Yeah, those were alright. Those were a little bit different with the restrictions that we've got in the UK, but yeah, it was alright. Hope yours is good as well, man. I've subbed. I was subbed. Yeah, I don't know why they're not coming through. That sucks. Why? I mean, I don't think I've had any more super chat donations anyway, so. Unless somebody wants to put that to the test. Holy crap, a lot of subs. And the GTA 6 news. Yeah, we're still like a couple years away, mate. Rockstar's still making bank on GTA 5. I mean, they're in no rush. Is the COD movie still in the works? I'm not sure. Like COVID has just messed everything up. I'm not sure, man. I'm assuming it probably is, and it'll probably like resume once all this crap's over with. Just on a separate side, I found a screenshot from years ago when you did Bean Boozle. Oh, send it me, dude, on Twitter. I was trying to find the old streams because I did it on a different account at one point. Because I did it on Twitch, didn't I? And then I uploaded VODs on a different channel. I mean, if you could find that, Ben, that would be amazing. Modern Warfare 3 remastered this year. I'm not sure. If it is, it'll be mid-year. It just like with Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered. If that comes out, that's going to be mid-year. Do you think Modern Warfare 2 2019 will be a space multiplayer? I'm not sure what you mean, dude. So I don't actually know much on the Call of Duty movie. Like, if someone could just elaborate a bit, maybe I should just search it myself. But I mean, they should do. Like, I don't understand why they're not capitalizing. Oh yeah, the Call of Duty movie is delayed indefinitely, says the director. It's not a priority for Activision. Yeah. It stood still for 2 years. Yeah. So it probably won't happen, to be honest. Whee! Ghost Kind 101. Thanks, man.
Are we getting a Zombies Chronicles 2? Transit Rise buried. EXC, or have they been cancelled?
So the answer to that is, I believe we are, but I'm not sure when. And I'm not sure how they would release it. Especially with everything that's going on, they can't just put a lot of resources into doing that and then release it for free, because they've said that all DLC is going to be free moving forward and stuff. So it's just one of those things that I think that they probably they are doing, but it's very difficult to figure out how to release it. This gameplay, by the way, in the background is it's a double nuke with a stoner. Pretty wild gameplay, and it wasn't against like super noobs either. Are those these two reverse boosters? Managed to slap them around a bit. Yeah, thanks, Ghost Kind. I appreciate the donation, man. Thank you. At least we know that's working now. How's the player count doing for Cold War? I think it's doing alright. Sales... I don't think sales are as good as Modern Warfare, but I think the player count is decent. Like, it's not something that they're entirely worried about. I know there was a few screenshots going around of like Xbox player numbers or something, but the majority of players are on PlayStation for a start, and then you've got PC. So yeah, and we'll see in the earnings call. I follow the earnings calls quite heavily, so we'll see when that comes out. Do you think Call of Duty 21's development has been smooth enough for a polished game at launch? So this depends on which developer releases the COD title. If it's Sledgehammer Games, yes. Because if it isn't Sledgehammer Games, this is where it gets interesting. If Sledgehammer Games release COD this year, that means they've had 2 years and 3 months of development time. Which is fine, that's perfect when you got like Raven supporting them and stuff, so that's fine. That is doable. It is a bit more than what Treyarch had for this year, so in theory we should have a little bit more content. However, if Infinity Ward have developed Call of Duty for this year, they've had like minimum 1 year and 2 months. Well, should I say, in my mind, they've had 1 year and 2 months of dedicated development time because Warzone took so much resources out of them. They've probably had, let's say, 1 year and 6 months development time. Like that's like the best amount of development time they've had, because that would put them in. Let's quickly take a look. September, August, July, June, May. So they probably started working on, like, best case scenario, they started working on Call of Duty 2021 in April, maybe May 2020 because of Warzone. Or maybe even they started in March 2020, so they had 1 year and 7 months. Then COVID came, there was a couple of months delay there, so they've best had 1 year and 6 months development time. So I would be very concerned if Infinity Ward release the next Call of Duty title. Very concerned. And then if they do, we're going to have a shit year with an Infinity Ward game probably. And then when Sledgehammer release theirs, they've had 3 years and 3 months. So we should have a good title. But I think Sledgehammer are likely to release their title this time round. Do you think Infinity Ward's next COD is Modern Warfare 2019 2.0 in terms of multiplayer? I'm not sure, dude. I mean, I can't really comment on that. let's be honest. Infinity Ward, I'm going to say my opinion. In my opinion, Infinity Ward is the worst developer out of the three. Because what we had from Infinity Ward, we've had Modern Warfare, multiplayer was trash. Then we had Infinite Warfare, multiplayer was trash. And then we had Ghosts before that, which in my opinion was trash as well. Is Ghosts 2 ever going to be a thing? I don't know, man. I think that it should be, just for the story, but I think that it's left such a bad taste in people's mouths that the branding and stuff is all off, so maybe they will release it, call it something different. I mean, that would be my bet anyway. What setting is the next COD? I'm not entirely sure, dude. We have to wait for a couple more months before I can get stuff like that. Does Activision know the community wants Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 full remaster? Of course they do. They look at this stuff all of the time. They have departments dedicated to listening. However, unfortunately, what the community wants isn't what the numbers say in a lot of circumstances. So the community wants skill-based matchmaking to be removed. That's not what the numbers say. The numbers say that skill-based matchmaking is making them a fuckload of money, so they're not gonna change it just because there's a few angry people online. So what's the timeline looking like in 2021? I think that we're probably gonna get something probably May time. I think we're gonna get something. I don't know if that's going to be Modern Warfare 3 remastered campaign. I don't know if that's Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer. I'm not sure what it could. Maybe Zombies Chronicles 2. I'm not sure, but I think that we're going to get something midway through this year, in addition to the new Warzone map. And then, of course, we'll get the next Call of Duty title probably November 2021. Do I think skill-based matchmaking is permanent forever? Yeah. Unless things change, unless like the community all comes together. Like the community is a small portion of the game, of the game's player base, but that's still a portion. If Activision's earnings fall by 1%, even 1%, it's enough to turn people's heads. You know? Which zombie perks are returning from Genesis Inferno? Thanks for the donation, my dude, but unfortunately... Oh, what did that just come through? Unfortunately, I'm not sure. I know there's that Rest in Peace perk, is it? But I'm very, very limited on zombies information. Unfortunately. But I appreciate the dono, man. Thank you very much. Back in 2019, the gaming revolution leaked a new free-to-play COD that might be released in 2021. Is this true? I've never heard of a free-to-play COD, dude. I'm not saying it's not true, but I've never heard of a free-to-play COD. And I think that it just doesn't make sense. I mean, Sledgehammer Games, as they quoted, are working on multiple projects. So is it possible that they are working on one? Definitely. But I can't see it being, for example, the October/November release. I can't see them doing a free-to-play Call of Duty for the main game release. Any info on new DLC guns coming with Season 2? I think there's a new sniper coming. I think there's a new sniper, and then, I mean, who knows what the next thing could be. I mean, maybe a Desert Eagle, that'll be cool. I'm not sure, I'm just guessing at this point, but I think there is a new sniper. When is the new Warzone map coming out? I think people will say March, but like I said at the beginning of the stream, I don't want to comment on dates because things like COVID have affected the timescale of these things, so I don't really want to comment on that. But I've heard March, so it could be around March. Will Modern Warfare get a PS5 release with Warzone? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Jack. Do you have any info on more general buffs and nerfs? I know that the DMI is definitely getting a nerf in Warzone. I think all of the tac rifles are actually.
How many zombie maps in total for Cold War Cycle?
Genesis, there is 4 planned. 1 will come out at the start of Season 2. And then we're probably going to get another map per season apart from one season, which could be a massive zombies like update or game mode or something new. But from pretty much this point on, we should get one every season. If it's not every season, then maybe every 1.5 seasons. So maybe we'll get one halfway through Season 3. And then we'll get one Season 5, then halfway through Season 6 or whatever's next. Appreciate the donation again though, man. Thank you. You absolute beast. We're getting a Victor's remake. I know that Zombies Chronicles 2 was planned, was in the works, but I'm not sure when or if it will release. CJFF Gaming, thank you very much for the $5, man. I appreciate it. You lovely fella. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it very much. So it's weird that donations are coming through but not subscribers. What the fuck, man? Is there like a cap on how many... Is there a cap on how many subscriber notifications you can get? Maybe? Just quickly having a look. Sorry if I'm not replying. I'm useless at this stuff, guys. Still useless at all that crap. But thanks for the donation, man. Will zombies come to the Warzone map? I'm not sure. I think that it should, but I'm not sure how practical it is. Is there a possibility of 6v6 maps on the mid-season update? If there is going to be one, it'll probably be one map. I can't see them doing like a few maps. When is the mid-season update? Good question. How far are we through this one? We're like 3 weeks in. So it should be soon, right? So it should be soon, or it should be like maybe within a couple of weeks. They did release the Sledgehammer melee weapon, so it may be the case of maybe they're just going to trickle content in. But I was told that it was going to be like a mid-season update instead of a trickle of content, so we'll have to see. Are you from Birmingham? No, Birmingham sounds like Birmingham. I'm from I'm from Bolton, or Bolton, which is near Manchester. Half-Life 3, when? Never. Do you think skill-based matchmaking will ever change? Now, like I said, unless the community bands together and it affects Activision's wallets, then no. Phantom glitching. I know you don't know much about zombies, but anything on zombies microtransactions? No, dude. Sorry, man. I need to start asking. I think that a lot of... I don't even know where, like... No offense, but I'm not sure where a lot of the zombies fans came from. Like, I never really cover zombies information. But it's just that a lot of people have started asking about it, so maybe I should cover it a little bit more. Tom is actually a secret Fortnite leaker. Oh, Fortnite. Oh dear. Do you think there'll be any reference to COVID in the next games for storyline purposes without naming it literally? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there's an actual game that comes out about it. I know that isn't Steven Spielberg like working on a movie, like a COVID movie? Or a series or something. I'm sure it's a movie that is COVID related. We like Fortnite poggers. Oh, cool. Well, I'll put Fortnite gameplay up on the next stream. DK Dynamite sent the zombies fans. God damn. Well, that's not good. Man, my Twitter's popping off right now. Cool. Cool. Thomas, yes, I believe it was because Triac took over. Triac took over from... Well, basically, Sledgehammer Games got kicked from the game, got kicked from the project, and then Treyarch had like, trying to think off the top of my head, Treyarch had like a year and 8 months maybe to do this game, so they had to modify the campaign and then release it with COVID. So it should have been longer, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I've not played the campaign of this game yet, but isn't the campaign like 4 hours long? Yeah, Robo. Any chance we see Cold War weapons in Modern Warfare since they've already been ported to the Warzone engine? That's not a bad idea. I mean, but then it gets to the point where you're probably crossing it over a little bit too much, maybe. But I don't see why not. I mean, it depends on the player base for Modern Warfare multiplayer, because I don't think it's that high. About 4-ish hours. Yeah, and COD's usually like 6-7 hours campaign time, right? Maybe 8. I mean, to be honest, I only play campaign. Well, I used to only play campaigns when the PlayStation Network was down, and it's not gone down for a long time, so I've not played campaign since, I don't know, World War II. I didn't play World War II's campaign. I think Advanced Warfare was the last campaign I played. Jesus. I always play like one mission, and then it just doesn't do it for me, and then I move back over to multiplayer. The gameplay's ended, but we're just going to restart the gameplay. If it starts up, there we go. Dee. Chat rate is only 12. I don't know what that means, but if you can start chatting more, that'll be greatly appreciated. Spam 1 if you want skill-based matchmaking to be removed. I believe this is how like the clickbaiters do it. So spam 1 if you want skill-based matchmaking to be removed. Gets us up in that algorithm. Here come all the ones. John, it should be soon. It should be like probably in the next couple of months. I know that is just a very like basic answer, but that's when it should be. Yes, keep the ones coming, boys. Now spam 2 if you want. Spam 2 if you want. I'm trying to think. Spam 2 if you want Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Multiplayer. Come on. I feel like I'm a radio host or something. Yes, chat rate's up to 14, boys. Keep it coming. Yes. This is how you do it. Don't forget to keep spamming them ones as well. Come on. Spam 3 if you want Zombies Chronicles 2. Chat rate's up to 42. Let's go. Oh, that's funny. Do you think the season pass system will be back in the future? Or no, the season pass system. No, they'll just keep the season pass like it is at the moment, dude. It seems to be working, man. And then spam 4 if you think I should stream again in the future. See, look, the viewers are going up now. That's fucking stupid, man. I'm a Battlefield player, but I'm with you guys. That's because you want me to slide some Battlefield leaks in this stream. I know why you're here, dude. I know why you're here. Is Sledgehammer for sure making COD 21? I wouldn't say definitely, but I would say that it is highly probable. And if Infinity Ward are making the next title, then I would be very concerned, just because of the amount of time they've had to develop it. But we'll see. That's a lot of 4s. Chat rate's up to 100. And it's stupid that you can just ask people to spam and then get more viewers. Crazy. Current state of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. You mean the multiplayer? I mean, campaign's already out, dude. But the multiplayer is on its way. How much influence does Activision have on the development in COD and World at War? COD and WoW. I mean, they can. Well, I mean, they're the publishers, dude. They have the final say, man. Have you ever been worried about cease and desist order, or like you being forced to sign an NDA? I mean, if I signed an NDA, then I wouldn't leak it. Like, I tried to be as careful as I can. By like adding speculation into the truth, and that's proven. I mean, well, I'm saying that I've tried to be careful. I've had like 4 strikes on this YouTube channel and 2 Twitter accounts deleted, but I tried to be as careful as I can. If I did sign, I signed NDAs in the past, not with Call of Duty, but with other companies, and I've always stuck to them. But yeah. Rockstar have been known to send cease and desist orders to people who leak their content and threatening legal action. So like, it wouldn't surprise me if actually. Yeah, I mean, but I say what I say in a manner that wouldn't result in a cease and desist, because I don't like, to be honest, I don't give super specific info. There's always stuff that I don't say because either someone would get caught, or there would be a cease and desist, or whatever. So I try and be as careful as I can, and that sometimes means that people get annoyed because they can just be like, well, anyone could say that, but it's like, I've got to protect myself and others. Tides or horror, yes. Yeah, yeah. Just living in an igloo, then Round Mail couldn't deliver it. Yeah, good point. I mean, I probably could if it keeps snowing over here. I hate how Warzone is basically Modern Warfare, and I hate Modern Warfare. Yeah, and I mean, it's gonna be like that, dude. I mean, that's just the way it is. Like, even the next title, it's still gonna be the same. Yeah, we only had a little bit of snow, Robbo. Like an inch. I mean, we went to Lapland last year for Christmas, and it was like 1.5 foot of snow. So, I mean, we had snow, but we didn't have snow, if you know what I mean. I've also seen Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer as something that should happen for obvious reasons. Yeah, but I think it comes down to, like, I mean, let's be honest, Modern Warfare 2 was broken. It was a broken, horrible game. And I just don't think that it would do well in today's climate. Because you're going to have people saying this should be nerfed, that should be nerfed. And then it's just going to be changed so much that it's just not going to be like the original. I mean, imagine getting your AC-130 or your heli and trying to kill people, and you can't because there's spawn protection. Like, it just wouldn't play the same. Do you think released again without a USA faction will not be that? I'm not sure, Poppy. Will Warzone transfer over to COD 21, you think? Yeah, it will. Well, the next title release will be another integration, basically, so there'll be like 150 weapons. Which is good. I mean, that's why it makes me think there probably won't be a future Call of Duty title for a while. I could be wrong, but I just don't think that we're going to have like the EM1 from Advanced Warfare in Warzone, and the integration wouldn't make sense. But with a World War II or a World War I title, or Vietnam or modern title, then it still makes sense within Warzone. Like, you could even like do Warzone stories, like, you know, they've found old World War II weapons or whatever, you know. Have you already spoken about zombies? I have a little bit, Luke. I don't really have that much info on zombies, apart from the first DLC map should release the beginning of Season 2, and then we should get a zombies map per season, with the exception of one season. So there's basically 4 maps coming out. The first one is going to be Season 2, and then we should get one each season, and then if there isn't one, there could be a big update, like a game mode or something like that. Is reverse boosting in Cold War likely to get your account banned? I'm not sure, Todd. I mean, I know quite a lot of people that do it, and none of them have been banned. I mean, you've literally got streamers streaming it every single day that they do it, so I'm not sure. I mean, they'll probably have my ass just for streaming this. Maybe they'll ban my account. Who knows? Any news on Battlefield 6? Josh, I will have more information soon. I'm not sure when, but I'm like with Battlefield, like it's interesting because I'm trying to get into that community because I really do enjoy Battlefield games. I've been a long time Battlefield player, but I'm not known in the community, so I don't want to come out and say a load of crap and then instantly be decredited or anything like that. So I'm just going to release trickles of information. It's going to come out true. I'm going to get shout outs from everyone, make millions of subscribers, retire, and get a mansion. That's my plan. But it is modern, which is what I can say. And then that's all I want to say at the moment. Robo, you should have changed, man. It's going to confuse me now, dude. Squid, I know that Zombies Chronicles 2 was in development. I'm not sure when or if it will be released, but it was being developed. Yo, the gameplay is looping now. Put up the face cam. I'll put up the face cam next stream. I just didn't want to do it this stream because like it wasn't live gameplay. But it's good to know that you've been watching the gameplay for 2 hours straight. That's pretty cool. I thought you would have just like, I don't know, gone on Twitter or something and, you know, done whatever. But you've actually watched the whole game, which is cool. Very cool indeed. If you're not subscribed as well, guys, please do subscribe. I know that I keep saying it, but gotta keep those subscribers going up. Do they even do live subscriber things anymore? Is there a way to check? Oh yeah, live subscriber count. Let's see. Drum roll. Holy shit, we gained. Wait, what? Oh, it only does it by the 100 now. Crap. 95 for. Well, again, 300 subs this stream, I think. Cool, cool, cool. Does Cold War still have the most amount of maps in production for a COD? I'm not sure. I mean, by the time Black Ops Cold War's over, like, it's not gonna have the most maps. There is still a lot. I mean, if they release 2 every season, that's still what? I mean, we're gonna get 5 more seasons, so that's 10 6v6 maps. So we'll be on 20 6v6 maps by the game cycle's over, or if it's 3 per season, that's 25. So it's still a lot of maps. It's just that it sucks because we just don't have the maps at the moment when it's important. Like, we should have had 12 maps to start. But because of this season, this weird season like trickle of content, it's just weird to go from 4 multiplayer maps from a standard DLC to only getting 2 each season, even though it's kind of the same because of the way that seasons work, but it just doesn't feel, it's just weird, innit? Yeah. 10 6v6 maps, 15 remakes, yeah. But I would take it if all of the remakes was like Raid, where it was original to the original, but it was a remake. I'm down, man. Like, give me Standoff and Slums and Plaza and Yemen from Black Ops 2. Give me them all. You know? So Sledgehammer Games making this year's COD. It's probably 99% likely that they are, yeah. They've had more development time. If Infinity Ward does make it, then it's going to be very concerning, because they've only had... Well, they've had less than 2 years. Like, anything less than 2 years, then that's bad, right? Treyarch had less than 2 years, and... Well, look where we are, people. Look where we are. I mean, just because Sledgehammer Games are making it doesn't mean that it's going to be... It doesn't mean that it's going to be, future. Hijacks, yeah, hijacks would be great as well. No, Battlefield won't have skill-based matchmaking. What, I don't understand where that rumour came from. Like, no, it won't. I think it's because of the weird, like, the weirdness of Cold War and the controversy and stuff. But, yeah, no, there isn't. Firestorm 2. I can't say. I'm hyped for 2 Storm. It'll work great with the Cold War mechanics like salvaging. Yeah, Planet. I mean, to be honest, I don't really play zombies that much, but I've heard that it's going to be a welcoming addition, so fair play. Would you rather see World War II or Advanced Warfare 2 with boots on the ground and some advanced movement? I would welcome Advanced Warfare 2, and I would welcome World War 3. In fact, I think at the moment, like, I'll just welcome anything from Sledgehammer Games. I think that both of the titles that they released were good. Like, Advanced Warfare was different. It got a lot of flack at the time, like every COD does. But if you actually think about it, it was a decent game. It was a decent game. I thought the map design was pretty good. I like the way you could shoot grenades at your wrist and stuff like that. And World War II was different as well. I didn't enjoy it as much, but it was alright. I don't know. Unfortunately, Hijacked wasn't in the list of maps to come back, so I don't know if it is or not. Yeah, Robert, I'm going to end the stream soon anyway, so yeah. Did I tweet out saying that I was going to elaborate on stream? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Imagine one-man army danger close with skill-based matchmaking. It'll be a nightmare. Yeah, I mean that's why I don't think that Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer will release as a grit my teeth, because it just wouldn't make sense, you know. Hey man, your lobby's hard too. Nah, I just reverse boost, dude. Will Battlefield 6 be set in World War 3? I can't comment on the setting or anything, apart from it'll be modern at the moment. I mean, if it's modern, then I guess you could say that it would be World War 3, because there isn't anything really on that scale at the moment, apart from the Iraqi, Afghanistan and stuff like that war, but it's not on the scale that is Battlefield. Yeah, Squid, they probably do have a map or two from World at War. They're probably just going to do a load of remasters, to be honest. If they made Modern Warfare 2 MP remastered after a few years, it won't be good enough graphically. Yeah, well, good point, Matt. Yeah. I just don't know. It's just a weird time, innit? Let's be honest. Now, COD 2023... COD 2030 is going to be Infinite Warfare 2 set on Mars. And Elon Musk is the protagonist. That's my guess. And SpaceX just send nukes instead of rockets, instead of people. You heard it here first. Bookmark it, save it, send it me in 10 years. I gotta drive my Tesla. I think it's going to be very interesting this year with the next Battlefield and next COD. And if people just get sick of skill-based matchmaking, then they might just move over to Battlefield. The Peacekeeper, yeah, the Peacekeeper was a great weapon. I'd like to see the MSMC from Black Ops 2. Even the was it the Chicom? Was that how it said? The Chicom, the free round burst SMG. That was a good gun. Well, it wasn't that good, but it was unique. DSR. Because I'm looking at Raid gameplay, I'm just thinking of Black Ops 2 weapons. The only FPS games I've ever played are COD when I don't feel like reverse boosting to have fun. Yeah, I know, man. It's a pain in the ass. I mean, when you've got 2 accounts, it's not that difficult, but then it's like, do you really want to spend another $60 to have fun? It's pretty stupid. Right, anyway, guys, what I'm going to do is call the stream there. If you are new, please subscribe. That'll be greatly appreciated. And then I think we'll do another stream again soon. I'm not sure what we'll stream like, because obviously I can't do streams like this all of the time, where it's just like talking about leaks and stuff, but obviously people are going to ask the questions anyway. But we'll probably just stream nukes, or maybe start doing old challenges like I used to do back in the day with like Bean Boozle and stuff. Did you send me that picture, Benson? No, you didn't. Anyway, guys, we should do one a month. Yeah, maybe. You could get some writers. I know, man. I know. It's just hard. The thing is that I just don't have the money to hire dedicated writers, because they charge like fucking like $1,000 or $2,000 a month, like lowest. And I just don't want to spend that. I'd pay someone $5 an article probably, but then they're not motivated enough, and then it's just a massive pain in the ass. Do you invest in Activision stock? No, Jack. No. I stay away from gaming companies' stock because, like, the two, they're not volatile. It's just that they don't grow that much, I don't think. Genesis Inferno, will there be skill-based matchmaking in Battlefield 6? No. No, there won't. Will Kevin Spacey return to COD? No, Jack. I doubt it. Well, I mean, he's dead, isn't he? He's dead in COD. Unless there's the prequel, but he is dead. Anyway, Genesis, I appreciate those donations as well, but I'm going to call the stream and I'll talk to you guys next time. It's been a really good stream. I think, how many views did we hit? 1.461. I mean, that's crazy, man. I think we used to hit like, I don't know, like 80 back in the day. So hitting 400 plus, that's mental. Where the Discord? I need to get a Discord as well. Shall I set one up? That's a good idea, actually. Yes, Discord. Right, good idea. We'll set up a Discord. I'll post it on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, then it's this. And subscribe as well, and then we'll get it going. Yeah, good idea. We'll get a Discord going. I'll figure out how to set it up properly and stuff. Do you think COD has a hidden mechanic that changes your health or accuracy based on skill-based matchmaking? I'm not sure. I was going to test it. I've got an office with 5 PCs, and I was going to test it, like get some staff members to basically test it over a day or two, because it'll all be on the same connection. It's all the exact same PCs, but like I'm not going to buy 5 copies of COD, you know, unless someone paid for the copies. Then I'm not going to do it. Yeah, Benson, good idea, man. I'll send you a message. I mean, I'm technically like back to work tomorrow, so like I'll let you know whenever. Zombies Chronicles 2, it was in the works. I'm not sure when or if it will release. But yeah, I'm going to call that the stream, guys, because the longer I stay, the more questions I'm going to answer, and my throat's hurting now. So I appreciate you all coming by. If you're not subscribed, please do so. And if you want to pop in a last-minute donation, then you know where the donation link is. If you don't, it's down in the description. Anyway, guys, that is pretty much it from me. I've been Long Sensation. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.